Minä puhun. Vai puhunko? Ehkä sanat vain tulevat jostain. Every sentence has a doer and what is done. Subject and verb. Minä puhun. But not always. Not in Finnish. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the passive and impersonal constructions we use in Finnish language, where either we don't have a subject or what seems to be a subject technically isn't. These are a bit different than what you're used to in English or French or German, so it is useful to go through them one by one. Let's start with the simple ones with just one word. Sataa. It's raining. Or just rains. We don't need any it. That's an unnecessary word because there is not a special it that makes the rain. The rain just comes. So it's enough to say sataa. Pelottaa. I'm afraid. Literally this means frightens. Something frightens someone. It's an impersonal construction, but from the context you can see that it is me who am afraid. But it also could mean you are afraid, they are afraid. Pelottaa means all of that. If you need to specify who is afraid, you could say, for example, minua pelottaa. I am afraid. But minua is not subject. It is object actually. Frightens me. Sometimes this object that seems like subject is necessary. For example, if I say minun on nälkä or minulla on nälkä. I am hungry. Literally, the hunger is in me. On parempi katsoa kuin katua. On parempi means you'd better or I'd better, but without a specified subject. You could say minun on parempi mennä nukkumaan. I'd better go to sleep. For me is better to go to sleep. If you see a sign that says saa ottaa, it means feel free to take. You could see this kind of sign, for example, in a library or a flea market with a bunch of books and the sign saying saa ottaa. Can take. Gets to take. Again, no subject. Just someone unspecified gets to take these books. In all these cases until now, the verb is in active form. There is no subject, but technically these are active forms with an unspecified subject. But in Finnish we have also the passive form of the verb, sometimes called the fourth person, where we never have a subject. For example, if I say in active form, minä rakennan talon, we can say it in passive, talo rakennetaan. The house is built. The English sentence has the house as the subject, but in Finnish it looks like a subject again, but it's not. It's an object. It becomes more obvious if we use partitive case. Minä rakennan taloa, unfinished action. I am building the house, but it's not finished yet. If we turn this into passive, we say taloa rakennetaan. The house is being built. And here we see that taloa is in partitive case, so it cannot be a subject. Mennään means let's go, practically. But actually it means it is gone, or someone goes. We could say menkäämme. That's imperative first person singular. let us go. But it's old-fashioned and informal. Instead we say mennään, quite in the same way as in French, on y va. This Finnish passive is often used the same way as on in French or man in German or Swedish. It's just that we don't have the word on or man, we just use the verb in a passive form. Let's take a negative sentence. Sisään ei mennä kengät jalassa. One does not go in with shoes on. So how would we say people are afraid of bears? You could say actively, ihmiset pelkäävät karhuja. Or passively, karhuja pelätään. Otetaan vielä yksi juttu. Agentti. I write a book is in Finnish. Minä kirjoitan kirjan. In English you could switch it and say the book is written by me. In Finnish you can't do exactly like that. Instead you can say kirja on minun kirjoittamani. This is what we call an agent construction. Here kirja is an actual subject. The book is written. Here we use a special nominative form of the verb called agent, kirjoittama. And this has possessive suffix, in this case first person singular, ni, kirjoittamani, written by me. Tämä kuvaamani video alkaa olla lopuillaan. Voit kirjoittaa kaikki esittämäsi kysymykset kommenttikenttään. Nähdään taas.